Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Happy New Year 2022. Can you believe it's been 3 months when I last uploaded? Literally feels like a lifetime ago for me. Anyway, that's about to change in 2022. You can expect at least 3 new videos every single week from me. Also, if you're new here and you do not know what kind of content I make beauty videos, makeup videos, lifestyle, maybe some home content also. I don't know, we'll see. But yes, mostly makeup, skincare and lifestyle videos. So please subscribe if you want to watch all those videos from me. Alright, so since this is the very first video of the year, I thought I will start with a makeup tutorial. Now, makeup tutorials don't really get the same amount of love and attention they used to, but I still enjoy watching them and I enjoy creating them for you. So I thought I'll do a makeup tutorial using the Pantone color of the year, which is very Peri, right here on the screen. Honestly, I feel like this is sort of a hard color to find in the makeup world, even with all the products that we currently have, all the new releases, all the old ones, because it's purple with a blue undertone, or like a bluish purple. However, I have that covered for you. Alright, so first of all, I am going to use the LANEIGE Lip Glowy Balm. The formula of this is very similar to the LANEIGE Lip Sleeping Mask, but it just comes in a tube, so it's easier to apply. I already had this on, but I just want to reapply it a little bit because my lips are super dry. Let's start prepping our skin. I'm going to use the 4th Ray Beauty Oat Face Milk. Full disclosure, this is the first time I'm using this on my skin. I've heard Robert Welch talk about this, and he says he really likes these 4th Ray Beauty face milks to prep underneath makeup, so that is why I'm using it. Honestly, I did not think I would use this as my actual skincare just because I'm super strict with what I use for my skincare. My skin definitely feels hydrated and it also looks glowy, which is a good thing, especially like when underneath your makeup your skin looks like that. It just most of the times means that your makeup is also going to look good. I'm going to let this sink in for 2 minutes, after which I'll be using this e.l.f. primer. This is the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. So this is how it looks like, and it's supposed to color correct if you have dull skin, which I sort of do right now. They also have a green one in this, and that's obviously supposed to be good for if you have redness on your skin and stuff like that. I have used it once before and only once before, and I don't know how I feel about the texture of this primer. Actually, I don't like it, but I'm using it because I just want to use it up, and also because it's purple, not gonna lie. It feels like silicone-y. However, I do feel like it does ever so slightly add some radiance to my skin, but that some radiance is not worth the weird feeling that this texture has. I've applied it all over my face, including underneath my eyes. Now I'm just going to let it rest on my skin for a good 5 minutes because my skin feels really like oily and like product is sitting on top of it. By the way, what is up with you guys? What series are you watching? What are your New Year resolutions and goals? I honestly want to know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with my eyes because the colors that we're using today, they may have some fallout. I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Natural Beige. Okay, right now I'm using it as my eye primer, but I will also use this later on when we get to our base as my concealer. I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers. The coverage on this concealer is no joke. If you have oily eyelids, avoid using a concealer as your eyeshadow primer because concealers usually have oils in them, so your eyeshadow is just, you know, bound to break a little bit quicker. Use a proper eyeshadow primer to prime your eyes if you have oily eyelids. I forgot my brushes. Be right back. I'm back. This is the palette that I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use 2 palettes, but this is going to be sort of the major palette. Honestly, it's going to be a simple look, so don't worry. This is the palette by Kaleidos Cosmetics, and this is the Futurism 6 Lunar Lavender palette. Look at the packaging. Are you kidding me? I want to start off with this color and put it in my crease. Alright, moving on to the Bright Matte 42 color eyeshadow palette by Beauty Beige. Just look at this. I mean, come on. So I'll be mixing this and this. I'm focusing it more on the outer corners, but then I'm also blending it like this towards the centers of my eyelid. Look at how they've blended. Beautiful, beautiful. There was literally the minimal amount of fallout over here and I just wiped it off. Other than that, no fallout so far. What? How is that possible? Now these eyeshadows are definitely powdery, but for some reason there is literally the least amount of fallout ever. Wow, amazing. Let's move back to this beautiful palette. I'm going to use this shade over here. This is a duochrome shade, so it flips. In certain lightings it looks purple and in other lightings it looks blue. I'm sure it came off on camera as a bluish shade, but in real life right now it's looking more purple to me. I really want to say that this looks like the shade Very Peri in shimmer form to me, right? So it's only fair that we use it today. This is literally so beautiful, absolutely magical. Like, what? Wow, wow, absolutely wow. Alright, I'm taking this dark brown shade and I'm going to deepen my crease with this ever so slightly. My skin actually feels so much better now. All the primers and the prep and everything that we did has sunken in. So let's get to color correcting. To color correct, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pure Beige. What's new? So I love using minimal layers when it comes to makeup. And this has peach undertones in it. So it definitely does the job of color correcting my dark circles, even darkness around my mouth. If you have a lot of darkness underneath your eyes, then definitely go for a color corrector. And honestly, these days I really don't care about concealing my scars, my darkness, my everything bad on my skin completely. Agar nahi ho raha hai to na ho. Like, I'm not super concerned about it. Also, when you wear darker colors like a black eyeshadow for a smoky eye, or colors like this, like purples and blues, I feel like they really bring out the blue tones in your under eyes. So if you're using that, definitely use a little bit of a color corrector or a concealer like this that has peachy undertones and would color correct. I feel like some beauty products are forever. ये बाल कब से था मेरे मुंह में guys, तुमने बताया भी नहीं. I feel like some makeup products are forever, just like this LA Girl concealer, because I still see so many OG YouTubers use it and love it, and like me myself also, I have so many other concealers, but I still go back to this LA Girl concealer. For my foundation, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. This is in the shade Warm Beige, I'm sure. Yeah, Warm Beige L4. Believe it or not, I'll be using this for the first time today. I've had it for more than 6 months, but I just never got around to using it. I did swatch it, so I do know that it oxidizes like crazy. Look at the color right now. It's so light for me. Oh my god. But I can guarantee it to you that by the end of it, it's going to match my skin tone completely. It may even be a little bit dark for me. I know, something that's so light for me right now. This was 2 pumps of foundation and it looks so heavy and cakey. It feels so heavy and cakey. Definitely don't use 2 pumps of this foundation. You do not need 2 pumps of this foundation unless of course you want a full coverage. Am I crazy, or is this already matching my neck? Like, it's just a little bit brighter than my neck, which is amazing. I actually want and like that effect when it's half a shade lighter than my skin tone. I actually remember Scott Barnes talk about this technique on Tati's channel, where he bronzed up Tati's lower neck, because he said that when your face is lighter than the rest of your body, it just stands out a little bit more. And honestly, immediately in that video, as he bronzed her neck up, you could see that effect. It looked phenomenal. So ever since then, that is the kind of effect that I like. This foundation is so glossy and it's making my skin look juicy. It's covered up a lot of my flaws. Of course, the concealer also helped, but it looks beautiful. I have to say, it looks absolutely beautiful. Moving on to highlighting my face, I'm going to use the same Too Faced concealer that we used earlier as our eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use like a very little amount of it. Alright, let's blend it out. You see that? That was real time. This concealer just blends out like a dream, guys. I am telling you, if you get a chance to try out this concealer, this was real time as well, definitely try it out. Next, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It is a really beautiful product. Wow, this glow, there is like 0% shimmer in this. Gives you that wet skin, juicy skin kind of an effect. Okay, so are you ready with your makeup seatbelt on to learn a makeup setting tip that's going to change your makeup life? And I mean it. Let's go. So take your favorite loose powder. I suggest the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'll be using the shade 15 Light. Tap it out in the pan, and it has to be a loose powder. Now take one of these triangular makeup puffs. I got these from Amazon, and I got like a set of 12 for 600 rupees, something crazy like that. And you can wash them just like you wash a beauty blender. Dunk it into your powder like that, right? Now this is very uneven, right? So what I like to do is I like to even the powder out. And by the way, this technique is by Rose and Ben Beauty. It's not my technique. I saw it a gazillion times on her and I loved it every single time, so all the credits to her. And now you want to press it underneath your eyes, but you don't want to do it just once. You want to keep doing it over and over again. You want to do it like a few times. The results are in front of you. This is the same Maybelline powder that I've been using for years and years and years, and it never gave me this effect. It was always good, no doubt. See how freaking smooth this side looks. And also this under eye bag that you see, it's nowhere to be seen on this side. Definitely before you set, make sure there are no creases, because otherwise you'll set all your creases. I also like to set around here because this area usually like moves, and even on my nose because my nose is the most oiliest part of my face. Okay, that's it for me. I'm not going to set my entire face like this because it becomes a little bit too heavy for my face. For the rest of my face, I will use a little bit of the same powder but with a brush. By the way, look at the foundation. Does not look too light for my skin now, does it? Because it oxidizes so much. Anyway, I'm now using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is in the original shade. Before I do anything else, I really feel like my brows are missing something because they're not done. So I'll do them and be right back. Now, while we're at it, let's also complete our eye makeup. So I'm going to take this dark brown shade and I'm pressing it on my lower lash line. Moving on to mascara. This is the mascara of my choice. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I've been using and loving this one for I don't even remember how many years. I keep going back to this mascara. Absolutely one of my most favorite mascaras ever. Look at the difference. So that is eyes done. Let's move on to my favorite part, blush. I'll be using the Sugar Cosmetics Contour de Force Mini Blush in 01 Peach Peak. I think peach and this very Peri color look really pretty together and go so well. I'll also use this Sugar Cosmetics Baked Blusher and Highlighter. These are super affordable, but they're so good. By the way, this is in the shade 02, I believe. I'll mention it in my description box, but just look at this. Does this not look like actual magic to you? You can of course use each individual shade. I personally swirl them together and I use this as my blush topper. Come on, you see that? You see that, guys? I like a actual glow to my cheek, and this gives you that with some additional color. I'm using the MAC lip pencil in Vol to line my lips. Next, I'm using MAC satin lipstick in Twig. I was gonna say Twerk for some reason. This is how I'm going to use it. Like very lightly, because I want to mix it in with something. This is the Maybelline Powder Matte lipstick in the shade Raw Cocoa, and this is literally the most vampy cool toned color you will ever see. I love mixing it into lipsticks and custom making my own cool toned color. You see that? Amazing. Let's finish off this makeup look with, of course, the MAC Fix Plus. Now, before it completely dries down, I gently take my beauty sponge and press it into the skin, and I'm telling you, this just makes your skin look like skin. Wow, this eye look, I'm not over it. I don't think I'll ever be over it. Alright, with that we come to an end to the first video of 2021, but stay tuned, there will be another video and even more videos coming this year, so stay tuned for them and subscribe if you haven't already. By the way, I have linked each and every single item in my description box, so don't forget to check it out. Also, my socials are in my description box, so give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to follow me. Please like this video if you liked it and leave a beautiful, cute comment. Tell me one of your New Year goal. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.